Good day, everyone. Welcome to our first ever lesson for this semester. By the way, I am Melissa Elhaka, your PF3 instructor. So for our prelim, our first topic is all about volleyball. But before anything else, let us start this session with a short prayer.
Almighty God, you are.
Okay, so here's our course description for this subject. So this subject deals with the individual and dual games such as athletics, volleyball, basketball, and sipak takraw. It also includes the facilities and equipment, the basic skill mechanics, and the rules of different sport. Okay, so our first lesson is all about volleyball. So are you familiar with this game? So I know na marami sa inyong nakakaalam sa larong ito, but have you ever wondered kung saan ito nagsimula at paano ito naimbento? Ano po? So in order to deepen our knowledge, your knowledge about it, so we're going to first unpack the history ng volleyball at kung sino nga ba ang nakagawa ng larong volleyball at kung bakit niya naisipan ang larong ito. So at the end of this lesson, you students will be able to ano po, to learn the history of volleyball. Okay, so here's the history of volleyball. Sino nga ba yung nakaimbento ng larong volleyball? So let's welcome William G. Morgan. Ano po? So William G. Morgan, he invented the volleyball in year 1895. Ano po, hindi nagkakalayo ng time kung saan naimbento yung kung kailan naimbento si basketball at the Holyoke, Massachusetts, YMCA, which is Young Men's Christians Association, where he served as a physical or as a director of physical education. So, si William G. Morgan, doon siya nagtatrabaho as a physical educator, director. Okay, so the same with kung sino yung nakadiscover ng kung mapapansin natin sa slide, in our next session, so pag-uusapan natin, yung nakaimbento po ng larong volleyball is the same school lamang sila na nakaimbento ng larong basketball, which is sa Holyoke, Massachusetts, sa YMCA. Ano po? So, from the humble beginnings of the global sport, so volleyball originally called as mintonet. Again, yung tawag sa larong volleyball is mintonet. Okay? Mintonette. So again, Mentonet. So that was the original name of volleyball. So the origin of the volleyball can be traced back to year 1895 in Massachusetts, USA. So it was created by American William G. Morgan. Okay? History has it that William G. Morgan, who invented the game of the volleyball in year 1895, came up with the idea so that people who found basketballs bumping or jolting to strenuous could have an alternative physical activity to fall back on. Okay, so now hindi makukumpleto ang isang laro kung walang tinatawag na equipment. So here's the first ever equipment of the, what we call this one, the volleyball. So as we can see here, okay, they used tennis ball. So for some na mahilig manood ng videos, di ba yung ginamit na ng basketball, yung inventor ng basketball before, okay, ginamit lang nila kung ano yung available sa kanila. The same with with the inventor, William G. Morgan. Okay, ginamit niya kung ano yung available in order to invent that game. So he used, tawag nito, tennis ball. Yung sa basketball naman, gumamit siya ng soccer ball. So ayan, yan yung ginamit niya as first ever ball in volleyball. Okay? Okay, so kung merong nakaimbento, merong equipment, merong materials, Okay, syempre, merong mga naglaro. Okay, so let us meet the volleyball team. So this was the first ever volleyball team ano po sa Holyoke YMCA. So the first volleyball player 1895 Holyoke YMCA team. So okay, so William G. Morgan is the right left dito sa picture second row. So siya yung ano and lahat ng yan is yan yung volleyball team in Holyoke, Massachusetts. And another thing, one of the equipment na pinaka-importante sa larong volleyball is yung bola. And sabi ko nga kanina sa isang slide, ano yung ginamit nilang bola? So yung they used tennis ball is a ball sa larong volleyball. Ano po? So, but after that, they invented the Spalding Company, A.J. Spalding Company, invented the first ever volleyball ball. Ano po, kung makikita natin sa picture, so ganun din po, which is yung mga nag-invento din ng ibang bola for such as tennis, soccer, at iba pang bola sa basketball is yung AJ Spalding Company din po yung gumawa. Ano po? So, sa kanila nag-originate yung pag-produce ng bola. Usually, karamihan naman sa mga sports na yan, yung mga ball and the other equipments, AJ Spalding Company yung gumawa. Okay, so now, hindi makukumpleto ang isang laro kung walang rules na sinusunod. So, useless ang isang laro kung walang rules. So, the rules of volleyball. So, here's the rules of volleyball. So, the rules of volleyball have changed many times since William G. Morgan first developed the game in year 1895. Okay, with an original purpose of providing some of the recreation and relaxation for businessmen at the Holyoke YMCA. Ano po? So the first rules written by Sir William G. Morgan in a long hand contain the following basic features lamang. So the net was 6 feet and 6 inches high. So excuse me, the court was 25 by 50 feet. Okay, again, the court was 25 by 50 feet. Any number of the participants was allowed. Okay, so the length of the game was nine innings with 3 outs allowed per team per inning. Okay, so continuous air dribbling on the air was permissible to the retraining line 4 feet from the net. Okay, also, kung mapapansin natin, no limit. Kung may nakabasa ng mga dating rules, no limit on the number of hits on the side of the court. So another thing, a serve ball could be assisted across the net. The second serve, as in tennis, was, what do you call this one? Permitted of the first resulted in a fault. So any ball hitting the net except the first service was a fault and resulted in side out. So yun po yung first original volleyball rules. So medyo basic pa siya compare sa na-change, na-revise na volleyball rules today. Okay? Okay, so here's the world's oldest basketball court. So, of course, kung saan, alam naman natin kung saan syempre na-invento yung larong yun. Of course, doon din po na-invento yung mga, doon din po yung pinakauna-unahang court. Kagaya ng sa basketball kung saan na-invento, ganun din po yung iba kung saan, of course, kasi doon una nilang nilaro yung mga sport na yon. So, ayan, the first basketball court was limited to the size of the college gym in which it lay. So, saan nga na-invento si volleyball? Again, na-invento siya sa YMCA. Yung YMCA is Young Men's Christians Association po yung ibig sabihin. So, ibig sabihin, dahil sa Young Men's Christians Association sa Holyoke, Massachusetts, doon din po yung kauna-unahang volleyball court. Ano po? Kasi doon nga na-invento, doon sa school na yon. So, in 1891, physical education teacher James Naismith, tawag nito, William G. Morgan invented that game. Sorry, in year 1895 pala. Uh, so, dun niya na-imbento yung laro. So, kaya dun din kauna-unahang nilaro yung volleyball na tinatawag. So, okay. So, ayan, kung makikita natin, yan yung unang uniform ng mga tawag nito, ng mga players ng volleyball. Okay? Okay, now so let me introduce to you the three basic skills in volleyball. Volleyball, rather, the serving, passing, and setting. So let us first start with the first basic skill, which is the serving. So serve. Ano yung serve? A serve begins each rally. Okay? So a player must hit the ball with his or her hand over the net to land inside the lines of the court. So also players may serve underarm or overarm. Hardly anyone to elite level would offer an underarm serve. Ano po? So next next basic skill is passing. Okay, what is the passing in volleyball? Okay, what is passing in volleyball? Passing in volleyball means that you hit the ball at the upper body level. Passing, okay. So, this is usually done to direct the ball to another teammate. This teammate, for the majority of the time, is the setter. So, ang tawag doon is setter, majority of the time. So, you can use this move when receiving a serve from the opposing team. Okay? It can also be a dig. Dig ang tawag. Okay, so now here we go for our last basic skills in volleyball. Okay, so the last one, but not the least, is tinatawag na setting. Okay, setting is a second step in passing. So it can be done to either dump the ball over the undefended spot to the set and the ball into the position that allows the hitter to spike it over. So just the perfect set of is a high ball just inches from the net. Okay. Okay, so we already finished the history of volleyball. So I hope that you learn a lot from this lesson. And if you have some questions, please write it down in your notebooks. And we are going to answer that on our next synchronous class. Okay, so thank you so much for listening till our next session or episode. So again, this is Melissa Lahaka, your PF3 instructor. Goodbye, class.